Well, this week's weekly tip focuses on streamlining your buyer tours. You have a client that comes in from out of town and you have 5 homes you need to take them to, or, a client that's just busy. I want to show you how you can leverage Moxi for an efficient buyer tour that shows how you're embracing technology to streamline the tour and which ones you see first, which ones you see second. All of those things are at your fingertips with buyer tours in Moxi. Let's dig in. I do have an article that walks through every detailed step in my description of the video. So if you need to learn more and dig in, that's where you go, but I'm going to show you. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm using George Main's account just to kind of demo it so I can see real MLS data. And you simply type in Moxi, which you're all familiar with, and many of you use it for CMAs and seller presentations, but did you know that it actually does a great job for buyer tours? And that's what I want to highlight today. Here we go. Click into it, and we are locked and loaded. And all you do is create new, and I'm going to select buyer tour and hit continue, and I'm going to pick the default. You can select pages, as you know, you can get rid of some pages, you know that concept, but there's a default buyer tour. I'm going to hit continue, and Bright MLS, pick that. This may be turned off. Allow notes and ratings, a good feature, especially if you share your buyer tour with your client. They can add notes, you can add notes, they can rate the properties they're seeing, especially if they see 6 properties. Trying to collect feedback of what your client feels is all inclusive in this. So here we go. I'm going to say Rajiv's buyer tour. So make sure you name it based on the client. Hit create, and here we go. Let's go build it. Okay. First, drive time. So this is a good one for you to sort of, if you know where the client is starting, or if they're a client that is in town, where they're starting. So I'm going to just pick a default location that I use all the time that is close to my house, 117 Hanover Avenue, North Wales, PA. This is where the client either lives or is starting the drive. That's the point here. So I click set location, fine. And again, it's optional. Okay, but the more you do, the better, obviously, the personalization exists. So I hit continue, and I am now at the search, which you've identified the properties you're going to go tour on. Okay, and you probably know the MLS numbers. That's how you proceed. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to sort of search for active listings and pick like 5. Okay, and I am going to go to Bluebell and see if I can go see some tours, homes in Bluebell. Let's just assume. More than likely, your behavior is you're going to go to the MLS number, punch in the homes you're going to see, but there's several ways you can find them. You can filter them, you can add price bats, but the assumption is you're going on the tour, so you know the listings you're going to see. I'm going to just add a bunch of them. Just click plus here. See this plus sign that shows up? I'm going to add that. That's 1.8 million. All right, it's also going to show you neighborhood stuff. So I'm just going to add a few listings, okay? I added those 3 in Bluebell or close to it. I'm also going to go to different town. Okay, you can do all this, obviously, just like the MLS. You can just keep adding. It's going to show, and I am going to go see what this. That's a lot, but okay, let's add that. And then one more. So I want to get to 5, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Chalfont, which is a neighboring town. Let's go look at that. There we go. My price range is all over the place, but you get the idea. So I've added 5 listings here, right? So now I'm going to just scroll down and go to continue. And at this point, I should have my 5 in there. There we go. I'm going to move my face over here. And here's where it maps out. This is the beauty of the buyer tour also. It maps out 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is, it takes a shot at mapping out your journey. But it also is pretty much how you pick them. So it hasn't mapped out exactly the most optimal way to go tour these 5 homes, right? So as an example, if you say, hey, this, we're very close to the Plymouth meeting one, let's just say. Let's say you want to start there first based on location. You hit change order, and you simply drag and put that at the top. If the dragging works, that would be good. There we go. Plymouth meeting at the top. So now I have it going to 1, 2, And 3 seems, that's not right, right? You might want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I want to swap 4 and 3. There it is. So let's just 4 and 3. Let's go and put that there, or something like that. Yeah. So 1, 2. I'm not doing a good job of swapping these out, but 5. So that's 3. 3 needs to be 5. Really, drop it all the way to the down. Okay, that looks good now. See this on the map here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you got it. Okay, you got the order. You're going to see these 5 properties, and you're going to start at 1. And now I'm going to go ahead and click view. Let's view this so you can see what it looks like before you send it. Web is probably the best, and you can simply email it to your client, and they can look at it on their mobile phone. And this is what the tour looks like. Okay, presented by George. Here are the 5. That's the map. Okay, and then you click 1, and the consumer, your client, can click it. They get some details, and they can also add review. And this is not reviewing it publicly. This is just their thoughts on the property. Okay, and directions, all that stuff. But these days, everybody's using Google Maps anyway. But it makes it easy. But they can say, star it, add review, etc. Okay, they could do all of those things at a property level. And let's say listing 3, same thing. And you can collect all of those thoughts all in your buyer map, and simply go to your back here. Now you click send, and voila, send the presentation to, and you start your tour at 11. Let me go to the cancel this. Let me show you one other thing that I may have. You want sure? Yeah, okay, sure. Search. Here are my listings. Go to the listings page. I want to show you something on the listing, and click on, there's a tour order, right? Here's where last thing I want to show you this. Let's say this 1 is the first listing you're going to. Under listings, you want to click this. That's where you want to start, and you've agreed to meet Sunday. Let's just say the tour is tomorrow. I'm recording this on Saturday. Time is 11. And we're going to go from this to this to this. You can add other times, but once you start, you meet them there, and you can kind of drive around, right? So all that is included, and you simply click send. And now you have a very streamlined, efficient buyer tour versus dealing with, here are the 5 properties you're going to see, sending addresses, all of this stuff is streamlined, and you are connected with your client, and all the feedback rolls right into you. And I send a copy to myself, and you can send it, buyer tour, send, and there it is. You got a buyer tour done. I know Moxi's been very popular for CMAs and sellers, but this is a gem. Use it for your buyer tours to streamline them and gain more productivity and efficiency going forward. Great day, everybody.